Hi everyone, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another Hanukkah video for you guys, and this one is going to be how to make chocolate covered dreidels, or as I like to call them, dreidel pops. So I grew up making these. They are super simple and fun. They're a great treat to make for a Hanukkah party or at a Hanukkah party if you're looking for like a crafty kind of activity. It's totally easy enough for kids to do, but I also want to show you guys some like more advanced things you could do if you want to style them up a little bit. These make wonderful Hanukkah presents if you want to gift somebody a homemade Hanukkah treat, and they're just super delicious and fun, so I'm going to show you guys how I make them. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Marian and I make videos about being a Jewish mom, and I upload on Mondays and Thursdays, so give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Also, before I get started, I am about 6 months pregnant right now, and like I feel like I cannot get to the table. Like the bump is just in the way. So I'm definitely 100% going to be spilling chocolate on myself. Just going to give you a fair warning about that. So all you're going to need for this is marshmallows. Let me just pause and tell you guys, these are technically not kosher marshmallows. If you are serving people who keep kosher, you need to make sure to buy ones that are labeled kosher. They usually have them in the kosher section of a supermarket. Mine just didn't have them this time, and we're not that strict, so I have these ones, but make sure if you're serving people that keep kosher, you get the kosher marshmallows. So marshmallows and Hershey Kisses are the key ingredients of this, and then you really just need chocolate. For the tops of the dreidels, I'm going to be using these cake pop sticks things. You can also use pretzel sticks. Both work really well for this. If you use the pretzel sticks, then the whole thing's edible. I also have some melting chocolate. This one is from Dreidel. I didn't even know they made this. I saw this in the supermarket last week. But this is just white melting chocolate. And then I got some blue food coloring that I'm going to be using. And then I just have sprinkles in the color blue, some sparkling gel icing, and some Hanukkah cupcake wrappers that are really cute. The only other thing I have is Nutella. That's what I like to use to stick the Hershey Kisses to the marshmallows, but you can also just melt the kisses a little bit. But I don't like doing it that way. I find it's more complicated, so I like using Nutella. And by the way, if you don't know what a dreidel is, this is what they look like. It's a game that you play on Hanukkah. You spin this little wooden thing, and it lands on one of the 4 Hebrew letters. Each person has like a pot of money, and depending on what letter it lands on for you, you either have to put money in or take money out, and it's just a fun game that Jewish children play. You don't have to play with money. Some people play with like M&Ms or raisins or whatever, but it's a very traditional Hanukkah game, and dreidels are just really cute. So why not make them out of chocolate and eat them? Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I angled you guys down a little bit so that you can see what's going on. And the first thing I'm going to do is take out the marshmallows I'm going to be using. I'm going to probably do about 10 little marshmallow samples for you guys, so you can see some different variety. Okay, now that I have my marshmallows laid out, the next thing I'm going to do is put in the sticks. I'm going to do half with the cake pop sticks and half with the pretzels, and I like to just dip them in a little bit of Nutella to help them stick into the marshmallows. Okay, so you saw how easy that was, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the pretzel sticks. Okay, then I'm going to just tip them over, and I'm going to stick on the Hershey Kisses to the bottom of the marshmallow. Okay, so I use Nutella to do this. Like I mentioned, you could also melt the very bottom by sticking them on a hot pan. Why would you go through that effort? Or you could use the melted chocolate you're going to be using later, but I just think Nutella is the easiest. So I just use one of these sticks to spread some Nutella on the bottom of the kiss, and then stick it to the bottom of the marshmallow. Okay, so that is my plate of pretzels done. You could stop right here and serve them. They'll still be delicious and super cute. But I'm gonna pop these in the refrigerator for just a few minutes while I melt my chocolate, just to give them a chance to harden before I'm going to be dipping them in the melted chocolate. Okay, so I'm back with my melted chocolate. I just melted it in the microwave, and now I'm going to dip my little pretzels in them and then put them in the cupcake wrappers. So I like to use a combination of dipping and using the spoon just to help it go quickly. And then I just twirl it to get off the excess. And then I'm going to be dipping this first one in this little bowl of blue sprinkles. And there you go. And now I'm going to put it in the wrapper to dry. I also, by the way, keep a little wet paper towel next to me as I'm working. It just helps a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with a pretzel version. Okay, so I'll show you guys how these two look. And I'm going to keep going. So this one I'm going to leave plain, and when the chocolate hardens, I'm going to use the blue icing gel to write the Hebrew letters around the dreidel. Okay, then I'm going to leave one of each kind plain, and I'm going to do the Hebrew letter on those as well without the white chocolate. I'm just looking to do a variety of like different fun things to show you guys. There isn't too much rhyme or reason. I'm just having fun, and of course these are homemade and they're going to look homemade, but that's part of the fun. Okay, then these last ones I'm actually going to cover in blue chocolate, and the way I'm going to do that is just put blue food coloring in this melted white chocolate. So it's got this beautiful, gorgeous blue color now, and I'm going to dip these ones in. And if you want to be fancy, you could let these harden and dry on parchment paper first, but that's just an extra step I don't feel like taking, so I'm just putting them right in the cupcake papers. But of course, there's like more professional chocolate experts out there that might do it that way, and that's totally cool. Okay, I'm going to put these in the refrigerator to harden, clean up a little bit, and I'll show you guys how I do the finishing touches. Okay, so while those are drying and hardening up, I'm going to use the plain ones to show you the easiest way to put the Hebrew letters onto the little chocolate dreidel. So I'm just using sparkling gel icing, but you can use any little, edible icing writing thing that you find. I like to first start by making the lines of like the sides of the dreidel. So there's 4 of them. And then I just put the Hebrew letters. If you're not sure what they look like, you can just look at a dreidel or look online. Okay, so that's how this one turned out, and I'm going to put it back in the cupcake paper, and I'll let this one harden as well, just to like let the gel writing set. And for this one, I'm going to try it without the 4 lines, just to give it a different look. Okay, so I'll do close-ups of all of these at the end and show you guys how they turned out. Okay guys, so here is the finished product. I'm gonna do some close-ups so you can see, but I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you try this at home, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you're not following me on Instagram yet, I'm at MyJewishMommyLife. So if you take any pictures of your creation, please tag me because I would love to see them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!